Hello students, today let us go through the summary, glossary and the question answers of Footprints Without Feet. The chapter 5, Footprints Without Feet, is taken from your supplementary book Footprints Without Feet. The name of the book also is Footprints Without Feet. The name of the book is taken from this chapter, Footprints Without Feet. So now let us go through it. Footprints Without Feet is written by H.G. Wells. Introduction to the lesson. Can a man become invisible? This is a story of a scientist who discovers how to make himself invisible. Does he use or misuse his discovery? So this is a question asked to us. Can a man become invisible? In reality, no. But here in this chapter is something different. This is a story of a scientist who discovers how to make himself invisible. Does he use or misuse his discovery? The story is about a scientist named Griffin. He discovers the rare chemicals, rare drugs, which can make a man invisible. But at the same time, the man can be touched and felt physically. Let's read and find out how he uses or misuses his powers for his own selfish motive. About the author. This is the author. You can see the picture of the author. Herbert George Wells, H.G. Wells, was born on 21st September 1866 and died on 13th August 1946. He was an English writer. He was prolific, he was an expert, he was popular in many genres, in many areas, writing dozens of novels, short stories and works of spatial commentary. He has written so many commentaries, satire, biography. Biography means a book which is written by oneself. And autobiography. Autobiography, a book written by oneself. And even 2 books on recreational war games. He is now best remembered for his science fiction novels and is often called the father of science fiction, along with Jules Verne and Hugo Gernsback. So these were other 2 writers. He was very much familiar with them. So now let us go through the summary of Footprints Without Feet. The story is about a scientist named Griffin. He had been discovering ways which could make a man invisible and finally swallowed. When he found the rare drugs, he swallowed that rare drugs that made him invisible. He was first noticed by 2 boys in staircase of a house where they could just see his footprints and started following it. So only 2 boys who noticed the footprints and they were following, that they could not see the body, they could see only the footprints. They follow it until the footsteps are fainter and cannot be seen. So as far as they could see, they were following the footsteps. First, as he is feeling cold, he enters a mall for some warmth. So Mr. Griffin, while he was invisible, he was feeling very cold because it was the winter season. So he entered into a mall. After the stores shut down, he decides to wear some warm clothes and eat something. So it was evening. It was evening time. So when the shop got closed, he entered in the store and he tried to find out clothes. He wanted to find out some eatables to satisfy his hunger and warm himself by warm clothes. He first unboxes a few clothes and wears them. Then from the kitchen of a restaurant, he eats cold meat and some coffee. Later he goes to a grocery store and eats sweet and drinks wine. So he was trying to find out grocery store and he was eating sweets and drinking wine to keep himself warm. He then falls asleep on a pile of quilts. He then wakes up in the morning when some of the store assistants had seen him and started chasing him. So in the morning he forgot and he fell asleep in that store. And when morning time, when the assistants of the store came to open the store, they noticed this strange man, Griffin, and they were trying to chase him. He was running to save his life. He quickly threw away all the clothes he was wearing and became invisible again. So he threw all his clothes and he became invisible and ran away. Then he started roaming around again without any clothes in the cold winters of London. So he was moving here and there in London. He then decides to steal clothes from a theatre company. So his next target was a theatre company. So he thought that there would be plenty of clothes in the theatre company. So he went to a theatre company as he knew he would get something there to cover his face as well. He then steals bandages for his face, dark glasses, false nose and a hat for covering himself. So he wore like a joker. He covered his face with bandages, dark glasses, false nose and a hat for covering himself. He then hits the shopkeeper and steals all his money. He also was a very mischievous person. He took all the things and he hit the shopkeeper from back and stole all his money. Soon he realizes that London is too crowded to live like this, and decides that he would go to a remote village. Remote means far away, distant village. He books 2 rooms at an inn at the Iping village. So he thought that London was too crowded, so he wanted to go away to far away village. So he went to a village named Iping. He booked 2 rooms at an inn hotel. He reaches there, and it is strange for the people of Iping that a stranger with such a weird appearance has come to stay at an inn during the winter season. So people of that village were surprised to see a strange character, a strange appearance. Once his money is over, once money of Griffin got over, he steals from people and also hits the landlord and his wife when they try to check his room in his absence. Then the village constable Jeffers, Mr. Jeffers, is asked for help, but before that Mrs. Hall, the wife of the landlord, asked him questions regarding who he is and what he did to her furniture. So all were surprised. Mrs. Hall and landlord were surprised. How could, when they were trying to check his room in his absence, he tried to throw the furniture in the air, and that furniture was pushing Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall from the room. So they were surprised. Maybe some witchcraft practice is going on. So they were suspecting Mr. Griffin that this is all these are happening because of Mr. Griffin. So they were suspecting him. So many incidents took place, and when he was running short of money, he stole the money from clergyman's office, and clergyman was very much surprised where his money has gone because he could not see anything. So this way, this makes him really furious, and he decides to show her who he really is. This makes him Mr. Griffin was really becoming angry when his room was searched by Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall. The people then see a headless man, and Mr. Jeffers, the constable, also finds out that he would have to arrest a man who does not have a head. So there was a constable named Mr. Jeffers who also wanted to arrest this lawless person. He wanted to catch him, but he was unable to do so. Instead, he was getting hurt. Then they are unable to catch Griffin as he removes all his clothes and becomes invisible. He even knocks out Jeffers as he tries to catch him. So Jeffers, the constable, was also beaten by Mr. Griffin. So Mr. Jeffers also got hurt while catching Mr. Griffin. This way Mr. Griffin runs away from them, and people could not catch Mr. Griffin. So Mr. Griffin was really very naughty type of person. He was really a person of no character. He was doing mischief after mischief. So this is how it is elaborated about Mr. Griffin in the summary. And when we read the chapter, paragraph wise, we'll come to know the details about the chapter. But still, if you go through the summary, you will understand the crux of the lesson. Now, let us move towards the glossary. Some words which are used in the chapter. So you need to know the meaning, then you will understand in a better way. Muddy, covered in or full of mud. Imprints, impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface. Bare, not clothed or covered, without clothes. Gaze, looking with a fixed eye. Looked at steadily and intently, especially in admiration, surprise or thought. Remarkable, worthy of attention, striking. Sight, the faculty or power of seeing. Progressing, move forward or onward in space or time. fascinated, strongly attracted and interested. Fainter, barely perceptible. Bewildered, perplexed and confused, very puzzled. Exact, compelled to leave a place. Wander, walk or move in a leisurely or aimless way. Moving here and there without any aim. Bitterly, in an angry, hurt or resentful way. Expense, the cost incurred in or required for something. Panicked, feel or cause to feel panic. Theatrical, relating to acting, actors or the theatre. Shivering, shaking slightly and uncontrollably as a result of being cold, frightened or excited. Whiskers, a long projecting hair or bristle growing from the face or snout of many mammals. Callously, in a way that shows an insensitive and cruel disregard for others. Callously, in a very dishonest way. In a pub, typically one in the country, in some cases providing accommodation. Wagging, move or cause to move rapidly to and fro. Like this word wagging is used for dog's tail. When the dog wags his tail, shakes his tail. Solitude, the state or situation of being alone. Eccentric, unconventional and slightly strange. Something mad, something odd, curious, strange, unusual. Clergyman, a male priest, minister or religious leader, especially a Christian one. So Mr. Griffin did not leave clergyman also. He stole the money of the clergyman when he was running short of money. Poker, a metal rod with a handle used for prodding and stirring an open fire. Grasp, seize and hold firmly. Affair, an eventful or sequence of events of a specified kind or that has previously been referred to. Furious, extremely angry. Peeped, look quickly and furtively at something, especially through a narrow opening. Snip, draw up air audibly through the nose to detect a smell, to stop it running or to express contempt. Leapt, jump or spring a long way to a great height or with great force. Terror, extreme fear. Slam, shut a door, window or lid forcefully and loudly. Hystrix, a wildly emotional and exaggerated reaction. Mourned, make a long, low sound expressing physical or mental suffering. Witchcraft, the practice of magic, especially black magic, the use of spells. Horrified, filled with terror, extremely shocked. Prevented, keep something from happening. Magistrate, a civil officer who administers the law, especially one who conducts a court that deals with minor offences and holds preliminary hearings for more serious ones. Knocked, collide with someone or something, giving them a hard blow. Like here, Mr. Jeffers, the constable, was knocked by Mr. Griffin. Now let us discuss few questions of the chapter. How did the invisible man first become visible? The invisible man first became visible when he accidentally stepped into some mud and his footprints started becoming visible to two boys who followed him until his footsteps fainted and became invisible again. He got rid of them and spent a night at a large London store where he wore some clothes and slept on a pile of quills. The next morning, when he was still sleeping, the store assistants started coming in and saw him, which was actually the first time he was seen. Question number 2. Why was he wandering the streets? Why was he moving here and there? Griffin had burned down the house of his landlord, who had tried to throw him out of the house. He was a lawless person, unethical person, no character. And to save himself from being caught, he removed all his clothes so that he could not be seen and thus became a homeless wanderer. He did not have any money or clothing left with him. Question number 3. Why does Mrs. Hall find the scientist eccentric? Griffin arrived at an inn in Iping village during winter season, which itself was an uncommon thing to happen. He also had a weird, strange appearance. Mrs. Hall tried to be friendly with him, but he was rude to her and told her that he didn't want to be disturbed. And the reason for his visit to the village of Iping was solitude. These were some of the reasons due to which Mrs. Hall considered him to be an eccentric scientist, odd scientist or mad scientist. Question number 4. What curious episode occurs in the study? The clergyman and study room for study room of the clergyman. The clergyman and his wife were awakened early one morning by noises in their study room. When the clergyman went to the study with a metal rod and looked around, he could not find anyone. He even looked under the desk, behind the curtain and up the chimney, but no one was seen. The strangest part was that even though nobody was there, the desk was opened and money was missing from the drawer. So Mr. Griffin went inside the room of clergyman and he stole all the money from his drawer. And clergyman was surprised that he could not see anything, but his money was missing. Question number 5. What other extraordinary things happen at the inn? What extraordinary thing happened at the inn, at the hotel? The landlord of the inn and his wife were surprised to see the doors of Griffin's room open. They looked inside and found that nobody was inside the room and decided to search. They found it strange that his room's door was open, as he never liked anyone even trying to enter his room. All of a sudden, while investigating, Mrs. Hall heard a sneak next to her ear and was hit by Griffin's hat. He was flying in the air. He was moving with his trick. He was moving the hat. He was moving the hat with his magic on the face. Then the chair. Then he threw the chair in the air. In the room, throwing towards Mrs. Hall and hit her in her legs. As they both turned in terror, the chair pushed both of them out of the room, and the door was slammed closed forcefully. And suddenly a locking sound was heard. Mrs. Hall was scared, was frightened, and felt that the furniture was haunted. The furniture was haunted by spirits, and it was the stranger's work. And who is the stranger here? Stranger was Mr. Griffin. So they were suspecting Mr. Griffin. The nearby people started talking that the work was that of a witchcraft, and all these things were happening. All these things were happening because of witchcraft, black magic. So this was the understanding of the people in that village. Now let us see some pictures through which we'll come to know. This is a picture of footprints of Mr. Griffin when he was. Nobody could see his body. He was getting invisible. But once accidentally he stepped on the mud, and after that he was moving, and the two boys followed the footsteps. So by which they only came to know the footprints. Otherwise they could not see any mark left behind. So the footprints was the only proof that something was moving without body. And this was the house which was put on fire by Mr. Griffin. This was the first landlord. This was the house of the first landlord when they were asking money and when they were trying to demand money from him. Then out of anger, out of revenge, then he took revenge and burned their house, and he went away. He went away from there. Then this is the picture of Mr. Griffin when he was sleeping in the mall, in the store, and early in the morning when the assistants came to open the store, they noticed that the strange person was in the store. So they were trying to chase this person, and when they chasing, Mr. Griffin was opening his clothes and he was running away, becoming invisible. And this is the chair of the room in the hotel. In the hotel of Mrs. Hall and Mr. Landlord, Mr. Hall. So this Mr. Griffin, with his power, he was throwing this chair in the air and hitting Mrs. Hall and making her hurt through the chair. And this is the picture of the constable, Mr. Jaffer, who was trying to catch the headless man, Mr. Griffin, and this was the landlord, Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall. They were also trying to catch this man, but they were not able to catch. Instead, they were getting hurt. Mr. Jaffer was very badly got hurt while he was trying to catch Mr. Griffin. This is how the chapter comes to an end. So we can understand the character of Mr. Griffin, the lawless scientist. So here we need to see the character of a person. So we need to understand the character of Mr. Griffin. So from here we can learn the lesson that if we become successful in our life, if we know something, extraordinary, then we should not misuse those things. We should make use of it in a proper way, in the right direction. And we should inculcate some values in our life. We should not become immoral or unethical in our lives. So we should learn from this lesson. So hope you have understood through the summary, through the glossary, and through the question answers. Thank you.